Hey yo, what is going on you guys? It's Toby here from Gamer's Take, and today we're going to be talking about my review on Batman Arkham Knight. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, this game is such a good game, and let's talk about what makes it great. The story of this game is absolutely phenomenal. It is a very good story, and coming from somebody who's never played any of the other Batman games, it's I have to say it's a really good story, as well as great voice acting from various of the characters, such as Batman, Catwoman, and various others in the game. Won't say all of them, I don't want to ruin the game for you, but also it has really amazing combat. It's something you should expect from a Batman game, and that's also what it delivers. Very smooth combat, and it's one of the most very fun combat systems I've gotten a chance to use. As well as I really enjoy that you're able to use the Batmobile in this game. I kind of heard from from others that have played the other games that you weren't able to use the Batmobile in other games. So I kind of like that feature. I really thought the side missions were very interesting. How each one has their own story to them. There is something I don't like about them, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. And lastly, for what makes it really good is it looks amazing. It has really good rain. I like how it keeps this dark or atmosphere, my bad, throughout the game, because pretty much the whole game is based that this is all happening in one night, which is actually really cool. Let's talk about what makes this game not so good, like pretty much the cons of it. So some of the texturing that I got a chance to notice while I was traveling through the streets of Gotham, some textures don't look so good. One in particular is the when you get a chance to view inside the Batmobile, the steering wheel does not look too great, which I kind of understand. It's inside the car, you're not going to be seeing it too much, but once it does go into there during certain missions, it does kind of stick out. Some of the lip movement on some of the characters is very good, some of the expressions are very good, but on Batman specifically, I do understand how he's supposed to be somewhat emotionless, but that's not really Batman. Batman really does have emotion. He's angry, frustrated, and all this other stuff he has to deal with, but his lip movement on Batman is very robotic. It looks way too well, like I said, it's robotic. It looks really bad. Let's talk about the Batmobile in itself. It has its own missions, so pretty much in those missions you have to fight tanks, and those tank missions do get really repetitive. I mean, it's cool and whatnot, but I mean, it just seems way too repetitive, and at the end of the day I kind of was left feeling like, oh, here we go, another tank mission. So I mean, I like how it was in there, but it was just a little bit too much of it. The side missions, I do say that there was something wrong with them, and I don't like how there's no markers for the side missions. You do have to go looking for them. I mean, some games do that already, but in a game like this where there's so many of them, and the city is like, some of it's on top, some of it's on the bottom, and there's like tunnels and stuff like that, it makes it really hard to find all these markers and to do these side missions. So it's pretty hard to find all of them. And again, something else that has to do with side missions is that they do tie in to the end of the game, and what I mean by that is that you don't completely finish the game, and it doesn't give you the true ending of the game until you complete everything. I mean, it's a cool concept, but I don't really enjoy having to do all the missions. Not that it's not a problem, but there is one mission in particular where you have to collect all the Riddler's trophies and solve all their riddles, I guess. There's a slight problem with that there is over 200 I think it's 250 something riddles you have to figure out, and that is a little bit too much. It's crazy to solve all those riddles, especially since you have to go and find all of them. I mean, it's a little bit insane to do that. It's too much, I gotta say. And lastly, let's talk about the ending. The ending it's okay. It's an okay ending. It's not super great, it's not super bad, it's just okay. It's an okay ending. It obviously leaves a door open for future Batman games, and you know, we'll be waiting to see them. And that is it for this review. Let's talk about what the ranking is. I'm gonna have to rank this game at an 8. It is a great game just because the ending really was the ending that really had to bring it down, and how you had to really complete the entire game to get the true ending. That's really what brought it down 2 scores for me. So even at an 8, it's still a really good game. I highly recommend somebody go get it. It's really well worth your money. It's a pretty long game. So that's the end of the video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, by all means hit that like button as well. Also subscribe to future videos. And as always, if you thought this video completely sucked, by all means there's a dislike button somewhere down there for you to click. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
1000%. 1000%.